Hey everybody, it's so good to see you guys back here. I just want to tell you that you got through chapter 3, which is honestly, it's one of the trickier chapters, maybe in all the Bible. This whole Ruth going down to the threshing floor and laying at Boaz's feet, and was that a good suggestion by Naomi? What were her intentions? And we addressed a lot of that stuff in the study, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that for now. But what I do want to point out is Ruth's step of faith. I really believe that she valued and respected Naomi. Naomi, in some ways, was a person of authority in Ruth's life. And when Naomi told her to do this, it was very risky for Ruth because remember, Ruth has already lost a husband. She's had that place of loss. So to go down and to lay at Boaz's feet and to really put herself in a place of surrender and then tell him, hey, what's my next step here? That's a real place of vulnerability, and it's a place of faith for Ruth. And so I think in my own life about those times where the Lord asked me to step out in faith. And look at the metaphor here. I mean, she's going at midnight, in the dark. And isn't that so often how it feels like for us? We don't know what's going to happen. It's dark. We're not sure even how things are going to end up. And yet we follow God in faith. And I believe that is what Ruth is doing here. She goes down to the threshing floor. She lays at Boaz's feet. She asks him to spread the corner of his garment over her, which is essentially asking him to marry her. Now we know that Boaz wants to redeem Ruth. He says that he is very grateful and that she's this woman of noble character and he wants to do it. But we also find out that there is this nameless kinsman redeemer who is closer in line. So we don't know at this point if Boaz can redeem Ruth. And so she goes home after this major step of faith, not knowing the answer. And then at the end of the chapter, and this is where you left off, Naomi says to Ruth, chapter 3, verse 18, "Wait, my daughter, until you find out what happens, for the man will not rest until this matter is settled today." What a picture of us waiting on the Lord. We know we are to wait on God, but it doesn't mean that God is not active. Just like Boaz was active while Ruth was waiting on Boaz, there's a lot of activity going on here. Waiting doesn't mean that there's not activity, but it does require faith and it requires trust. You might be in a place right now where the Lord has asked you to step out on faith, where he's asked you to be in a place of vulnerability, and you don't know what's going to happen. I want to continually point you back to God's faithfulness and his goodness and his provision throughout this book of Ruth. And I want to encourage you to keep waiting on the Lord because he is still working.